A young boy, devastated by the loss of his mother, breaks down in tears at her grave, longing for her presence. Suddenly, he feels the touch of a woman's hand on his shoulder, startling him. This boy, named Kevin, had been orphaned at the age of 6, following his mother's fatal accident. With no knowledge of his father and no willing family members to care for him, Kevin has been residing in an orphanage. Unhappy with his current situation, he daydreams about his mother rescuing him from the orphanage and reuniting with her. Unfortunately, the other children in the orphanage taunt him, cruelly mocking him by saying that his mother is dead and he will never see her again. Their relentless teasing makes Kevin cry even more, further fueling their ridicule. They go so far as to declare that nobody would ever want to adopt him due to his constant tears. One day, while the children from the orphanage are permitted to take a walk in a nearby park, Kevin seizes the opportunity to escape their torment. Ignoring their presence, he rushes towards the city cemetery, knowing exactly where his mother's grave is located. Upon reaching her grave, he sits and weeps, expressing how much he misses her and pleading for her to take him with her, as he believes there is nothing left for him in this world. After a few moments, Kevin is startled to feel a hand on his shoulder. He wipes away his tears and looks back to see a beautiful woman standing there, radiating in the sunlight, giving her an ethereal appearance. Concerned, she asks Kevin if he is okay and why he is so sad. Kevin, with a heavy heart, explains that he no longer has a mother and misses her dearly. The woman introduces herself as Susan and reveals that she visits the cemetery to honor her own deceased son. Astonishingly, Kevin's eyes widen as he excitedly exclaims that his mother's name is also Susan. With a smile, Susan accompanies Kevin back to the orphanage. Along the way, they pass by a small amusement park, and Susan asks if he would like to go. Overjoyed, Kevin nods eagerly, and they spend a delightful time together riding the carousel and enjoying ice cream. Eventually, Susan bids farewell to Kevin upon returning to the orphanage. Before leaving, she assures him that his mother loves him and he should never doubt that. That night, Susan attends church and fervently prays for Kevin to find a loving family. During her sleep, she has a recurring dream where her late son, Adam, hands her a note with the address 443 Washington Street and pleads for her to take him with her. Troubled by the persistent dream and its meaning, Susan shares her experience with her husband, Richard. They ponder the significance of the dream and wonder what Adam might be trying to convey. Susan explains that she has been having these dreams ever since meeting a young boy named Kevin at the cemetery, who revealed that he resided in the orphanage. Intrigued, they decide to visit the address from Susan's dreams, and to their surprise, they discover that 443 Washington Street is the location of the same orphanage. Spotting Kevin sitting by a window on the ground floor, Susan points him out to Richard, confirming that he is the same boy she encountered at the cemetery. Curious about Kevin's situation, Susan approaches him and asks why he is there. Kevin shares that he was praying for his mother to rescue him from the orphanage. Susan and Richard exchange knowing glances and realize what they truly want. They make the decision to adopt Kevin and do everything in their power to provide him with a happy life. Kevin is astonished and elated that someone is interested in adopting him, and he is overjoyed to learn that it is Susan and Richard who want to become his family. During a dinner together, Kevin expresses his gratitude and shares his belief that his prayers have been answered. He tells Susan and Richard that his mother has indeed taken him away from the orphanage, and now he is with his new family. A smile spreads across his face as he declares that his prayers have been answered too. Susan holds Kevin's hand, returning his smile, and assures him that she also prayed for him to find a loving family. She expresses her happiness that they have ended up becoming his family, and thanks him for giving them the opportunity to be a part of his life.